Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the January 14th, the terrific Thursday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. And let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I will go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. We'd love to speak to you. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there too. You can let those fingers do the walking. Go ahead, send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. And in our Tigers Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Thursday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now, we got all the indices trading to the upside, all the U.S. indices. You got the Dow up 123, the S&P 9, the NASDAQ 109, Russell 43 points. That's 2%. Semis 86 points. That's nearly 3%. Trandy's up 192, 1.5% out there. Spot volatility index down at the 22 level. That's below its 50-day exponential moving average. Gold's off about $2. Silver's up 30 cents. Light sweet crude is up 51 pennies out here. Leading the charge dollar-wise to the upside, Mercado Libre, $67. MicroStrategy, 84. Poshmark, 53. Chipotle up 24. Lamb Research, 37. To the downside, BlackRock off about 32. Amazon down 10. MSCI Inc. off 16. Massimo Corporation down about 9. And Cardlytics off 10. That's about 8% to the downside. So a couple of questions had come in yesterday while I was taking the day off. One was for ACOR. So let's go take a look at it, see what it's doing. So this is Accordia Therapeutics. And Accordia Therapeutics is trading above the top of its daily profile, right into resistance on its weekly profile. I apologize, I didn't write down who had requested this, but your resistance area is 630. I believe you were looking for an entry price into this. So you're up at the weekly resistance level. You're also near the monthly resistance level, 692. So I wouldn't be asking you to take a trade going into resistance. I just wouldn't do it. And it hasn't broken above resistance out here. Let's go see if there's any other clues, any other thing that we can pick up on my other white background charts out here. In this instance, what do we have? Really not much. Now, yesterday was a nice move, not just volume-wise, wide-ranging bar out there, but price was able to close above two of its TD9 breakdown levels. So it is signaling a change in trend. Couple different areas. If this were to pull back and get to 533, one of those TD9 resistance levels, sometimes old resistance can become new support. So that would be an area to consider. Another area would be about 469. The oscillator and change line did change colors yesterday, so we should see over time. This could be a dozen days, it could be 2 days, it could be 1 day, but we should see price and that line catch up to each other. So as far as an entry point, you've got to use the 469 to 533 as your zone right now. On a weekly basis, nothing additional when I take a look at weekly and monthly charts out here, the white background. So you're into resistance. Let me see on a 30-minute time frame, what do we have? So this has a nice Rhodes momentum indicator top, which led to a nice decline. And since then, price is just moving sideways. So I don't have anything to suggest that it's going to continue to pull back today, but I would just be patient on this equity. Now you can see that wide-ranging bar. This is a 30-minute time frame chart. So all really, I would guess, looks like yesterday's open where all that took place out there. So just be careful with Acor. Be patient out here. See if it actually goes ahead and pulls back. We'll get to the break. I'll have to go take a look at the other instrument that I said I would cover. I had to shut down part of my system and start it back up just before the show. And so I lost that piece of data. But there is another request, a couple of requests inside the Tiger's Den. Let's get to those. One was to take a look at MAG. M-A-G, I believe, is that's the ticker symbol. What is MAG? A system acting just a tad slow here while it's trying to pick up that data. So that was another problem that I was having. So now I can see that it wasn't the Ninja Trader software. It's something else. I tell you, folks, I have had nothing but problems with the internet. It was including this morning as well. When I left my house for the gym at about 5:45, and the internet was down. But luckily, when I came back, the trucks were out there and they were fixing things. But clearly, there is still a problem. Is MAG really? That is a Majestic Silver. MAG is a ticker. So there we go. Okay. So now we've got it populated a bit. So I don't recall what the question was. Let's see. Is there some support here? Okay. So you're looking for support, and we begin by taking a look at support just simply by looking at the TAS market profile. So what do we know? Price is below the bottom of its daily profile. This is now the fourth session in a row. That says that price should target the next support levels are between 1849 and 1899. Those are the weekly and monthly top of their profiles. Again, old resistance can become new support. So that would be an area to look for support. Don't know if that will be support. Don't know if price will get down there. But the daily time frame is saying, yeah, that's a real possibility. That price will get down there. Now let's pull over my other charts and let's go see what MAG Silver Corp is communicating to us. Now, I just happen to have the 30-minute time frame chart up on my screen. And on the 30-minute time frame chart, Jimmy, I guess this is for you. What you should know is you've got a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. At 1 p.m., price closed above the top of a bearish structured 30-minute profile. And if I were to ask you, Jimmy, and looking at this chart here, although it might be hard for you to read the actual number, but where is price headed to? You can do this. You don't need me to do this. You see the valid bottoming pattern. Everybody sees that, right? Just automatically comes onto the system here. And you can see it's above the top of its bearish structured 30-minute profile. So where is it that price is headed to? Exactly. It's headed to that TD9 breakdown level. That is the next area of resistance. That's at 2065. Of course, you were asking, is there any kind of support out there? What you would like to see, because you're looking for support, is you'd like to see these levels fail. I only gave you the first one, which was 2065. The next one is at 2085. Now, let's go to the daily time frame chart out here. What do we see on the daily time frame chart for this? Well, even though I don't have it drawn in here, clearly an A to B equals CD. So this is a butterfly sell pattern that is in play out here. You're only in bar number 5 of a TD9 count out here. We don't know if a TD9 count will form or not. Below the oscillator and change line, if things really get rocking and rolling, Jimmy, to the downside, you're looking at 1570. This is trading at 2021. 1570 is the TD9 breakdown level. Let's look at the weekly time frame. So the daily, you got a definite top out here. Let's look at the weekly time frame chart. What kind of signals do we have? We don't have anything bearish, so to speak. 1938 would be an area of support. So that's a level to watch. Now that 38, 37, 36, 34, those pennies will change a bit as price moves up. That is the oscillator and change line for the weekly time frame. That is the next level of support on a continued move lower for ticker symbol MAG. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Be back in just a few.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So the second request from yesterday was from Tim, and he wanted to take a look at, info. INFO is the ticker symbol. I believe Tim was looking for an entry point. So we can see that yesterday, Tim, price closed below the bottom of its daily profile. Today, it is also trading below the bottom of its daily profile. Also, it's trading below the bottom of its weekly profile. If there's going to be any support, it is at the top of the monthly profile, which is 84.37. We're almost down there right now. We're trading out at 85.17. But watch that area for one possible level of support. If price is able to close below the price point of 84.98, if it can do it with more than 5.5 million shares, then you're going to have a confirmed A to B equals CD to the downside. Now, you still may get an A to B equals CD to the downside, even if it passes through there on lighter volume. If it does have the volume, then that's a indication, more of a indication of its commitment to fulfill that A to B equals CD, which would get you all the way back to the 75.83 level. Are we saying right now that that's where price is headed to? And the answer there is no. Why? Because price is not below that B point of that A to B equals CD, which is 84.98. But that would be something to be looking at. Okay, we've got the profile information now. What else do we know about info? Well, I just happen to be on the weekly tab here. You can see a nice TD9 count top. TD9 count top, price below the bottom of that weekly profile. This suggests a move to 77.17. So you're looking for an entry point. 77.17 is what the weekly chart is communicating to you and I at the moment. Back at the ranch, we're on the daily time frame. Daily time frame has breakout support at 81.45. So if price gets below that B point, which as you can see here was a hammer candle as well, 81.45, 76.80, 78.62 become the numbers to be paying attention to. But right now, I'd have to say 81.45 is its message. So you got 81.45, you got 77.17. On a monthly basis out here, what do we have? Well, price is now beginning, even though it's trading above the top of its profile, it is slightly below its oscillator and change line. Watch the top of that profile. A move below there, where that says 76.46, would be the number. So that's what we see when we take a look at ticker symbol INFO. And I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. The next question came in from John in the Tiger's Den, also known as Z, and he is asking about the S&P 500 index. And John, I'm sorry, try to multitask a bit, and it looks like you've thrown in some A to B equals CD patterns. I just I'll go to my chart out here. But your question is, what are my thoughts about what you wrote there? I was just simply, and I apologize, just maybe doing too many things and not able to really come up with what you came up with. But you're talking about an A to B equals CD, and from my reading here, you're starting off of the March lows. So on a daily time frame chart here for the S&P 500, coming off the March low. And you did use your June, I believe, as one of your target dates, June 8th. So if I stick with that and I draw in an A to B equals CD pattern, for me, this is what my A to B equals CD tool will come up with as a price projection. So I don't think I read your question properly because it wasn't coming up with, I think, what you would come up with. But the one-to-one A to B equals CD pattern, utilizing those swing points, which my eyes would gravitate towards those as well, that would get you up to the 4,000 level. That'd be at 4,006. Now, let's leave this chart like that, and let's add the consolidation pattern. That's clear. It's very clear to me. Maybe it's not clear to everybody else, but it's clear to me. Here's the consolidation pattern that the S&P 500 had been trading within. So we've got that consolidation pattern. Now, the nice thing is when anything breaks a consolidation pattern, it offers us a measured move price projection. So all we have to do is take the consolidation area and then add it to the top or the bottom, whichever side it breaks. So now I'll go ahead and pull this down since it didn't paste exactly like I wanted it to. But it's the exact same spread out there, which is really what's important. And so, John, when we do this, you can see that the measured move consolidation breakout then also gets us back towards that one-to-one A to B equals CD to the upside pattern at the 4,006 level out there. So that's what I see with regard to those potential price projections. Now, that being said, let's go to my other charts out here, pull over the S&P 500. And here I happen to be on the monthly time frame chart. So the monthly time frame chart shows us what? It shows us that we are in bar number 8 of a TD9 count. Count doesn't complete until we get to bar number 9, but bar number 8 can be a high. Of course, bar number 9 or the bar following 9 can be the highs as well. Price is moving higher, doing less relative energy. Do we have a top in place? No, we just have a be careful, watch the candlesticks, watch these shorter term time frames. Really is what the monthly chart is telling us, because if there's going to be any kind of changes that would affect the monthly chart, it's going to happen on the shorter term, daily, weekly, intraday time period first. Here's the weekly time frame chart for the S&P 500. When we populate this, John, I think is really the key to answering the question, will the S&P 500 fulfill that price objective, those price objectives that you and I just looked at when we took a look at the chart? The reason that this chart is so important is because last week was the TD9 count completion. What I mean by that is really the week before was the 9 count, but last week was the bar following bar number 9. John, to answer that question, price is going to simply have to prove itself to us. We have a valid top in place. I could understand anybody wanting to take a short right now. I'm itching to want to take that short right now. But instead, I'd rather the market prove itself to us. And it hasn't done that just yet. If we see a close above, this week, could be next week, but if we see a close above 38.2669 to be exact, then the TD9 count for the weekly time frame will have failed. And a failure of this pattern suggests strong momentum move to the upside, strong momentum move until we get to the next level of resistance. Well, we just really took a look at those on the daily time frame chart. We come up with the same sets of numbers on the weekly time frame chart. So watch this week's high. It doesn't matter if price moves above it during the week. It matters that it closes above it at the end of the week. And if it doesn't, then on a weekly basis, the S&P 500 has a valid topping pattern. Well, what about the daily time frame, right? If you're going to see some type of change in trend on the weekly, we're going to see some type of signal, some type of top on the daily. And when we take a look at the S&P 500, and don't pay attention to on these, I'm on the cash indices, it's got the TAS profile levels that are showing up here, but don't pay attention to those, please. When I switch to the equity future contract, different story out there. But in the cash indices, don't pay attention to them. But what we don't have here is any kind of a topping pattern on the daily time frame. We've got some narrow range this week out here. Okay, so what? Big deal. Is it distribution at these highs out here? I don't know. I do know is when we see valid tops, when we see price take out key levels of support, then we've got confirmations of something going on. Maybe a change in trend, maybe just a pullback to breakout support, which, by the way, in the S&P 500 is 3594. That's 300 points, a couple hundred points, I should say, 36, but 220 points or so. And if we saw a 220-point move down to the S&P, everybody'd say it's over. It ain't over. You'd have to just be pulling back to its breakout level. So bottom line here in the S&P 500, it's only the weekly chart right now that has a topping signal. But it's a beautiful topping signal. And what I mean by that is, if we get a close above last week's high, that's telling us about the mere fact that the S&P wants to make its way up to that 4,000 area. John, I hope that helps you out, even though I butchered reading your comments out there. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, BAM! As well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab. Bam!
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go out to Massachusetts and speak with Tom. Tom, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you, Steve. How are you doing?
I am doing fine. Thank you very much for asking. And so we're halfway into the, first month of the year out here. You'd like to take a look at HECLA, I believe. HL is the ticker symbol. Tell us how I can best help you.
I'm looking at this as a long-term play. I want to put this in my retirement account.
Okay.
It looks like it's retracing. I was thinking maybe in that 770 area. Might be a good chance to start to bite into it. Now, I wanted to see what you thought.
770. Is that what did I hear?
Yes.
So it's trading at 592 right now.
I'm sorry. I meant 470.
470. Okay. All right. No, I mean,
Yes,
no problem.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. We could find people that would sell shares to you at 770 right now. So no problem there. Okay. So 470. Yes. So here's what we know about. First, you were talking about long term. I didn't know that when you made the call, but that's okay because, and not that that changes anything, it just so happened that as I pulled up the chart, what my eye saw, long-term chart, was gigantic consolidation pattern. It's a beauty. And by the way, price is up at the top of the consolidation. It hasn't busted through it. So it is signaling to you and I that there is some type of retracement that is going on a monthly time frame, a longer-term time frame. Price could pull back to that $4.10 area. So it's getting into your 470-ish range. Now, the beauty about this is that if it ever does break this consolidation, you've got a very large, percentage-wise, a very large measured move out here because the consolidation is from about $7 down to about $1.50 right in there. So it would be a nice move. So the question then becomes, can we find some kind of bottoming pattern on a daily time frame and on a weekly time frame or something to give you a signal? Now, price is below the bottom of its daily profile, trading with inside its weekly profiles out here. This says, because you're looking for that 470, there could be some support at 564. But if price closed below 564, and that is the center of its bullish structured profile, at the center line, Tom, there's both buyers and sellers. At the bottom of the profile, only buyers. At the top, only sellers. So if we just think of it like that, this is our football field out here. If price can get below where there are some buyers at 564, that could take you all the way to 487. That gets you your magic number out there, or range out there. So now let's go take a look at the daily time frame, see if there's some signals out here that you can pay attention to help us to understand, can price get to 487? Of course, it can do anything it wants, but we want to see if there's some signals on the charts right now. And here, voila, yesterday was a close below the breakout level for Hecla. If you had called me 5 days ago and you said, hey, Steve, where is an entry point in Hecla? You and I would have noticed the TD9 count pattern that was formed, but we would have said if price were going to pull back, 593, the breakout level, would be the area. And we're trading at 593 right now. Yesterday was a close below 593. A second close today below that would suggest that we go to lower ground as well. What happens if price holds this? Price could consolidate between this 593 and 638 level out there. So that's what we see when we take a look at the daily chart. The weekly time frame chart has a Rhodes momentum indicator top, and price is below its oscillator and change line. That's at 611. This says to me, Tom, we should easily see 564, and perhaps we're going to get down to that 487 area. So I wouldn't bite into it, even though I said, hey, look, if you asked me 4 or 5 days ago, I would have given you that figure. But because it's been pierced and price is just hanging out there, I'd say you'd be patient because you're looking for a long-term trade. Even on the monthly time frame chart out here, and we're just early into the month, halfway through the month, this could be generating a topping pattern that gets you back to 458. So here's what we're going to say. We're going to say your heart was set on the 470-ish type area, and our charts are confirming that that is a real possibility. So let's do this. That's what the plan was. Stick with the plan. If something changes in the charts, either they're moving higher or moving lower, give me a call back. Let's take a look at the new patterns, if there are new patterns that are out there, and figure out what to do then. But right now, I think you're on to the right course of action, which is to wait for this to pull back, and you're looking in that 470, 480-ish type area. Does that help you out?
I think that helps out quite a bit, Steve. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Hey, you bet. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for calling in, and we'll look forward to speaking to you again, and best of luck with that trade. Let's go to the next request out here. There's a few of them in. One was for the Russell 2000 via the IWM, the ETF out there. So let's go take a look at it. It's at new all-time. Oh, we've got a caller on the line. My apology. Let's go out to Mozam in the UK. Mozam, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you?
I'm very well, Steve. How are you?
Very good. Thanks so much for asking. What's it like over there these days? What's going on, lockdown-wise? Anything?
Yeah, with the lockdown, it's a little bit strict, but still, people are moving about. They have started rolling out vaccines. So actually, my dad got one today.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah,
Glad to hear that.
Yeah, so they are going by age groups, and my father falls into a certain age group.
Yeah, my age group. He falls into my age group. But
but that's good news. At least they have started rolling out the vaccine which he got is the one from AstraZeneca.
Okay.
Not
Is
the
that
Pfizer
a
one.
single dose or double dose?
No, just one. There was one shot, and what they're saying is maybe after 12 weeks, there's going to be another round of vaccination. So I think this is probably they'll do like a roll of 12 weeks.
Okay, cool. So FireEye is one of the stocks that you're taking a look at, which has just been consolidating in a resistance zone between 2193 and 2433 for about the last couple of weeks out here. So remind me, what is it that you're looking at and how I can best help you here?
Yeah, sure. So basically, I've been following this with you since last year, sometime in December. So we were looking at 1842, which we cleared on monthly basis. So I think that was an indication of a change in trend. So over the last few weeks, what we really have seen is a bit of a consolidation here. So I just wanted to see on daily time frames if you see more sort of a pullback happening because of TD9 counts, or what do you see on the charts?
You know, we got wave number 7 is what you actually got out there that identified the top. And really since then, there's a very wide profile. And the profile is from $17.13 to $24.33. And on a stock that's trading at $22, that's a wide profile. Now, it's bearish in structure, but I don't say that to make someone scared. It's just bearish in structure, meaning there are more sellers lined up between 21.93 and 24.33 out there than anywhere else within inside this profile, and that's where you're trading right now. To answer your question, if price could get lower, what would be the signal that price is getting ready to pull back towards that 17.13 level? You would want to see 2 consecutive closes below 21.93. I would also say, in addition to that, you really need to see a close below 2076. If there's a close below 2076, then you've got an A to B equals CD to the downside and a move back to the bottom of that daily profile. Is that the signal that we have right now? It is not the signal we have, Mozam. But you can anticipate or prepare for it, but that's not the signal. You've just got a high-level consolidation. Now, we're about to go to a break, so I'll ask you to hang on through this.
Sure.
I'll continue to sift through the charts, and you come up with any other questions that you have, and we'll nail this one down for you. We're looking at FireEye, folks. That's ticker symbol FEYE. We'll be right back.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we're on the line with Mosam in the UK. We're taking a look at ticker symbol FIREYE, F-E-Y-E, and we looked at the daily time frame chart. The weekly time frame chart, actually, it's very subtle. It actually has a confirmed sell the D point, and that was last week. And last week's candle was a key reversal bar out here. It exceeded the prior week's high and low. It ticked lower in the opposite direction of the trend out there, and it was after the completion of an A to B equals CD pattern. So this tool is suggesting a retracement is in the offing out here. Nothing broken, just a retracement. Now this would say the retracement could pull back to $19. If we look at the shorter term time frame charts, for example, here's a 15-minute time frame chart for FIREYE, and what we can see is that this formed a TD9 count bottom at about 115, and at 1:30, so just about 15 minutes ago, we saw a close below the low of that bar. That's suggesting continued pressure to the downside, strong momentum move on the short-term time frame chart. So this is telling us it wants to head lower. If we take a look at a 30-minute time frame chart out here, there's an A to B equals CD pattern that is unfolding. Bar number 7. This is suggesting a pull back into the 2186 area, and that's its next TD9 breakout level, which was tested back at about 2:30. It looks like a few days ago, which held. So you know that's a real strong area of support. And I would say this: if there were a close below 2186, that would be sending you a message that price is going to continue to head lower. So it does look like to me on the short-term time frame charts, whether it's the 15 or it's the 30, or even if it is the 65-minute chart. The reason why I use 65 minutes here, Mosam, is on an instrument so this is for my cash instrument, so to speak. So something that trades between 9:30 and 4 p.m. is Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. What I like to do is take that 6.5-hour time period and make sure that I have equally time bars out there. And so for that gives us the opportunity to take a look at a 15-minute, a 30-minute, a 65-minute, a 130-minute, or 295, because there's 390 minutes during that session out there, versus using something like just a 60-minute or a 120-minute chart, because we then do not end up with equal bars. And we're doing pattern recognition. We really want to have equal time frame bars out there. So it does look like it wants to head lower. What additional information can I provide to you?
No, that's perfect, actually. I have all the information that I needed because I'm looking to hold it for a longer time frame, and I can see, based on the short-term charts, there's probably a pullback. So I might just lighten up a little bit.
Okay. Well, I tell you what I would do. I would I probably will do what you believe is right. I'd like to see it close below 2193 before you lightened up. It's not that far away from where we're trading right now, and this is kind of the little consolidation zone out there. So if you saw close below that, it just provides you with an additional piece of information to say, yeah, go ahead and act on it. Now, somebody might say, well, wait a minute here, Steve. That's 20 some odd pennies out there. So you make the decision that's right for you. Okay.
Perfect. I understand that. I will be watching 21.93 on closing basis.
Sounds great. Thanks for
Thank
calling
you very much, Steve. Have a great day.
And we'll look forward to speaking to you soon. So let's go take a look at the IWM. Actually, I think I've started it on this chart. I did here. So if we take a look at the IWM, similar to what we did with the S&P 500 with John inside the Tiger's Den, we'll do the same thing. And the same thing means we're just going to go take a look at the A to B equals CD pattern out here. And we're coming off of the March low. So we come off of the March low. That's our A point. The June 8th high, I believe it's June 8th. Yeah, June 8th would become our B point of the A to B equals CD to the upside. The retracement, shallow retracement, and that's into the low of June 15th. We can see that price is above the 1-to-1, the 1 to 1.272. This suggests to you and I price is headed to the 1 to 1.618, A to B equals CD pattern. That gets us to 226.64. We also could go ahead and take a look at the expansion of swing points. So we can come up with Fibonacci expansion from the high of January 17th down to the low out here of March 19th. And the 1.618 expansion gets us into the 216.83 level. So this set of tools is suggesting a move between 216 and 226. That is the IWM. Let's go ahead and take a look at my other charts, see what kind of signals we have. Well, on a daily basis, today is bar number 8 of a TD9 count. If the TD9 count is going to identify a top, that says the high would take place today, tomorrow, or Monday. One of those 3 days. Today is going to be a higher high than the prior bars of the entire TD9 count. So there's a valid topping pattern. As long as tomorrow's close inside the IWM is above 207.54, you'll have a valid TD9 count top. But will that be the high? I don't know. We'd have to come back and check on Monday and see what's going on out there. But that's what the daily time frame chart for the Russell 2000 or the IWM is showing you. The weekly time frame chart, as we populate it has wave number 7. It's got a couple of them depending on how we do our counts out there. We know that can be a topping pattern, but that can't be confirmed until next week. You'd need to see a lower high out there. Potential for a top, but that's the only pattern that is in play right now inside the IWM. On the monthly basis for the IWM, no topping signal whatsoever. None. Zero. Zip. Nada. Zilch. You're only in bar number 7 on the monthly basis. So really, whatever asks the question, follow the weekly and the daily and looking for some kind of signals out there. Let's look at a short term. We'll just flip over to the 30-minute time frame chart. 30-minute time frame chart for the IWM. I did generate a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top about an hour ago. Price is trading with inside a bearish structured profile. So for the day, we could see could see that the move is in, with that high being 214.47. It closed above 214.47, and Stevie was wrong, really. The charts were just telling you that, you know what, even though it's a bearish structured profile, there's so much momentum, it just didn't care. It took a ticking, a licking, and kept on ticking, or something along those lines. What was that? That old Timex watch. At one point in time, was Timex the only watch company out there? You know, when we were little kids. I mean, really little kids. In any event, that's what we see when we take a look at the IWM. I hope that helps you out, whoever had asked about it. I believe there is, let's see, was there any other questions out here? I don't think there's any other questions inside the Tiger's Den. I might have gotten to all of them. But if not, and you have a question, would be kind enough to repost it, and then I will get to it. I do see some that have come in by email. So we've got one here from Tim. Tim wants to take a look at Netflix. So let's go look at Netflix. Let's populate this little puppy out here, see what it is trading at. Probably should have done it off screen. May take just a few moments to populate out here, but that's okay. So let's go all the way back to the daily time frame. Let's not start with a 30-minute chart for Netflix, but let's start with the daily time frame. And the question is, what? Looking for support resistance levels on a daily and weekly basis. Great. Simple enough. Support 475.89. Resistance right now 514.64. Gosh, Steve, how could you say that so quickly? Again, all I'm doing is reading the charts. Support 475.89 is a TD9 breakout level. resistance. We can see that price is running resistance both at the bottom of its daily profile that it's trading below, as well as the oscillator and change line. That's where the 514.64 level comes into play. We get back from this break, we'll take a look at the weekly chart for Netflix. We'll take a look at its support and resistance levels. Now, we won't wait. We'll give them to you right now. 469.99 to 549.71. We'll be right back.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. With 2 minutes to go, I don't think I have enough time to complete all of the requests. But let's start with Nutrien. NTR is a ticker symbol out here. Mike, with regard to your question, no, you certainly don't want to sell calls. This is headed higher. This is taking out B points on a daily basis. Took out the swing point from December 4th at 2 million shares. It was taken out with 3 million shares. The weekly swing point had volume of 7 million shares. This week, you're already at 8.1 million shares. This is headed back to its all-time highs. So it's headed back into the 59-ish type area. It's above all profiles, and this is headed higher. Hope that helps you out. Johnny D wants to take a look at VZ. Verizon, I believe, is the instrument. Yeah, and Verizon right now headed back towards support, potential trendline support on its daily time frame. That's in the price area of about 56.50. We'll call it 56.75 is the bottom of the monthly profile out there. So this could be just a consolidation between support, 56.75, and resistance at 61.44. Real quickly on the daily time frame, what else do we have out here? We've got the price level of 56.58. That's a TD9 breakout area. If price closes below that, it's telling you Verizon wants to head lower, but it's pulled back into a breakout level, so it's an area where you could consider buying it. You'd want to see a nice pattern or a volume, something along those lines. We didn't have that as we speak right now. No additional information on the weekly, so I hope that helps you out. SPWR, Mike S. wants SPWR. Let's take a quick peek at it, see what it is doing. Where is resistance? Let's take a look at the daily time frame. Where is resistance? I don't think we have resistance on this. Let's see here. So resistance is going to be the prior swing point. This takes you back into 2014, and that's at 42.07. Price is above all other type of trading resistance. I believe it is, at least as I take a look at my charts. I do not see a topping signal. Of course, that was just simply the 15-second review, but those reviews are pretty good. No topping signal, wants to head higher. No resistance that I see until it gets back to that level we were taking a look at. Folks, stay tuned for 2 more great hours. Have a terrific Thursday. I'll see you on Fantastic Friday. Be safe. Take care.